Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about avoiding misdeliveries on Veho. So when you're delivering on Veho, there is a chance for you to have misdeliveries take place, whether it's because of the customer giving you bad directions, whether it's the GPS giving you problems, Veho giving you problems, or maybe you just made a mistake. It happens to everybody, we're all human, but that also said, it is also important to know how to properly protect yourself. So with that said, I want to go over everything you must know about avoiding misdeliveries on Veho, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything we're going to be going over in this video can be considered market dependent, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. We want to help you avoid misdeliveries, which is when a package was not successfully received by a customer. We hope these tips help you avoid having to return to a completed stop to fix a misdelivery, provide a great delivery experience, and receive awesome customer ratings. Actually speaking, I've had to fix a misdelivery before. It added so many miles to my route, and it was just a frustrating experience overall. Could the customer have done better? Yes, but there are some things that will actually help you. Here are 5 tips from top drivers and helpful customers. Double check the address and instructions before delivering. Take the time to double check on your driver app that you're on the correct street and at the correct house or apartment number. Also check for specific instructions such as building code or specific drop-off location. Now, when they say double check on the driver app, they mean the address number, not the pin that's associated with the drop-off, like on the route. Because here's the reality. There are times where the pin is actually in a completely different spot on the map, and they do that specifically because one, sometimes the address puts in 18 Terrace or 18th Terrace or something like that, and for some reason it doesn't register properly, or sometimes it's just so they can cut corners when developing these routes. Let's say you put the pin in its proper place. That's going to add another half an hour to the route in question. That's going to cost them an extra $10 for them to have you go to that specific place and then come back to the normal route. That's not something that they should be doing at all, by the way. In fact, I think there's a law against that, but they do that. And that can actually cause you to get a misdelivery because you're following the pin and not the address. Now, a way you could avoid dealing with those kind of routes specifically is to avoid routes that have streets that are predominantly named with directions and with numbers. My area is full of them. Northwest 18th Terrace, Northeast 18th Terrace, Northeast 18th Avenue, Northwest 18th Avenue, Southwest 18th Avenue. It's the most backwards, illogical system that I've ever seen in my life. And also, sometimes the instructions that the customer leaves are specifically to cause misdelivery, so that way they can still get the items in which they order, but at the same time cause a misdelivery, get free shipping, get a refund for the item, and then maybe even get another one because the misdelivery took place in the first place. There are 2 instances where I see this often. Your apartment building complexes, like it's a bunch of apartment buildings in the same complex, but each apartment building has different numbers. They'll put the address number to their home, but they'll say in the instructions, actually deliver it to this building in the same complex to this apartment number. But that being said, it actually saves them money and actually gets them free stuff. Yes, there is a refund method on Veho. And on the other side of that, maybe they're in a gated community, but there's a package room in the leasing office specifically. The package room in the leasing office is not associated with the same address number that is in the app. And because of that, they could report that they never got the delivery because they chose to scam the company. Do yourself a favor, don't deal with that. Because if it's between you, the customer, and them, you're the one that's getting nixed. Take a break. Data shows that misdeliveries are more likely to occur late in a driver's route or when drivers take multiple routes in the same day, so make sure to take a break and recharge. Actually, a good way to combat being overworked in that way and getting that sense of is actually have snacks and stuff in the car, and make sure if you need to go to the bathroom, just go to the bathroom. Don't do it in a way that's going to make you late for the route, but if you need to take like a couple of minutes to, you know, get your business done, take a few minutes, get your business done. Don't guess. If you're confused at a stop, rather guessing what to do next, top drivers tell us to take the following steps to resolve this confusion. Check the customer's instructions provided in the driver app. Contact support. Call the customer if provided in the driver app. Customers have been known to ghost a lot more often in Veho. There's a much different sense of urgency than that of food delivery. If there's a food delivery on Doordash, they know that it's going to be there within the hour, right? They probably ordered this a couple days ago. They don't really know when it's coming. They get a notification that it's on the way, but they don't really know when it's coming. You know what I mean? And if you contact support, expect to add 20 minutes to your route. Period. It's always the case. It's always an extra 20 minutes. It's not right because they intentionally ghost you at times. Like, I'm not even kidding. There was one time I was waiting a long time and one of the people in there were like, we had a lot of messages today and we couldn't get to yours even though we acknowledged that you were there. So you acknowledged the fact that I was needing help on this delivery. You chose to ignore the problem that I had, worked on other drivers' problems, and then got back to me? Like, that is the most disrespectful behavior. Not even Doordash does that. Not even UberEats. Not even Grubhub. When they have an issue, they handle the issue in front of them, and then they move on to the next problem. They don't table other people to handle their problems, only to ghost them at the end of the day. That is disrespectful and wrongful across the board. So if you absolutely need to contact support, do it. But sometimes support chooses to blatantly disrespect you and try not to need them. Take clear photos. Using the proof of delivery feature on your app, take a clear photo of where you left the package. This helps customers and the Veho support team problem solve a missed delivery. That not only helps the customer and Veho, that protects you as well. And also, if you're going to do a contactless delivery, if you're going to actually take a picture at the customer's door, make sure you do it in a way that doesn't confuse the customer as well. Let's say you decide to leave it behind the patio furniture so that way it doesn't get porch pirated or anything like that, or it's like not in the sun. Take a picture of it behind their patio furniture so that way they know where it is. Like, I understand why you do it, but don't take a picture of it at their door and then move it out of the sun while thinking it's probably gonna spoil if it stays in the sun like that. Like, I understand the consideration, just be considerate to the customer that is also looking to receive their package, you know? Pay it forward if a customer's address or instructions are incomplete, confusing, or even incorrect. Let our support team know. This really helps other drivers successfully deliver in the future. The reality on that subject is that they're not going to do right by you to begin with, so don't even bother. Like, I've actually said, hey, this place doesn't have an address number or whatever, or hey, I'm not really sure what the gate code is, can you help me out? Or hey, the gate code on this is blah, blah, blah. The support team doesn't actually support you, and they never will. Now, I do have a few side notes that I would like to go over on this subject. Support may contact you. So let's say you actually do make a missed delivery and the customer actually contacted Veho while you're still en route that, hey, this delivery didn't go to my door. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it delivered it to the wrong apartment. Maybe it was behind a gate or something. The support agent will contact you and say, hey, you gotta fix this or whatever. They'll give you the opportunity to fix it, but there are some cases where you just gotta be like, hey, look, I'm just gonna take the L because you ended up misdelivering. It's not the end of the world, but you're gonna have to go through 100 deliveries in order to fix it again, you know? Get it back to that 100. Don't do stupid crap. I'm gonna make this simple. Don't steal packages. Don't be the guy to hold packages for longer than you should. If they need to be returned, return it the same day. I know a lot of people end up returning it the next day, and it's okay with the warehouse sometimes, but I personally am a believer that if you have the package and it should be delivered and you didn't deliver it, find a way to deliver it. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about avoiding misdeliveries on Veho that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that everybody knows everything about avoiding misdeliveries and completing deliveries properly so they can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!